Hello, and I'm here to talk about why we may be seriously underestimating the bull run. Even me thinking that the top is going to be 150K, why it could be 200, 250K, perhaps even higher. I don't think we've really looked at the optimism of the crypto market. And aside from things like the rates are going to continuously come down for a couple of years, aside from the fact that regulations are going to get better, aside from the fact that, hey, we might even get a strategic reserve fund. I don't think that's going to happen for quite a while. And aside from the fact that other countries are actually buying into Bitcoin, we have new pieces of data post-election that have just come in. Right now, just after the election, we have people putting in $9.3 billion worth of stablecoins onto exchanges. Now, generally, there's two opposite sides. If people put a lot of Bitcoin onto exchanges, that means the price is going to dump because they sell that Bitcoin, price is going to go down. Generally, if people put Bitcoin on CEXs, they're going to cash out, and that's bad. On the other hand, if we have a situation like right now where people are putting lots and lots of stablecoins on exchanges, if you still sell the stablecoins, the price does not go down because they're just stablecoins. But people generally put those stablecoins on exchanges to buy up Bitcoin. Maybe they're looking at the Mt. Gox distribution and they're saying hey, those guys are going to sell a lot of Bitcoin. Maybe I can pick up some for cheap. Maybe they just see Bitcoin has a really bright future. BlackRock's investing in it, as is a lot of other companies. We're getting these ETFs left and right, and they're going to want to buy crypto. And it's not only Bitcoin that they might want to buy. They might want to buy altcoins as well. So $9.3 billion in a couple of days. That's extremely optimistic, not only for Bitcoin, but for the crypto market. They might be looking to see which of these coins actually get ETFs, what the regulations are going to be. We might not see that splash of money until late January when Trump takes office and essentially Gary Gensler might resign and we can get some of these lawsuits dropped, maybe until February or March. But that money is actually there, and I do believe it'll actually come pouring in. That can pump up crypto a whole lot. And I do think there'll be more than $9.3 billion accumulating and getting into the market. I think there will be tens of billions of dollars at that point. And that, is essentially 1 year or more of Michael Saylor's buys, and that could come really, really soon. A flood of $9.3 billion into crypto increases the market cap of crypto way, way more than $9.3 billion. Some people have speculated it's 1 to 50 ratio, even 1 to 100 ratio, and it could actually be higher once we get past the resistances and there's no more resistance on the way up and everyone's competing. So that stablecoin money is going to pump us up by tens of thousands of dollars, that amount. When we have $9.3 billion in sales, it drops us 10 or 20,000. Same thing on the way up. It can pump us by itself 10 or 20,000. I believe by the time January rolls around, there's going to be more than 9.3 billion of stablecoins on exchanges. The other thing is BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF has flipped BlackRock's gold fund. Now, let me give you a little bit of reference to this. Bitcoin's market cap, not crypto, just Bitcoin's market cap is $1.3, $1.4 billion. Well, it's 1.5 now since it's actually gone up a bit. But gold's market cap is something like $14.1 trillion. So you have 1.5 trillion on one hand, 14.1 trillion on the other hand, but the ETF fund for Bitcoin has actually flipped in gold. So that means Bitcoin has that much to rise. Now, if Bitcoin's market cap flips gold, Bitcoin's going to be $700,000. And because its ETF has flipped the gold fund, that could be possible that, it's going to get closer and closer to gold. Do I think Bitcoin's going to get to $14.1 trillion market cap in this bull run? No. But I do think it could be significantly more than, $150,000 if your equivalence with gold in terms of market cap is at, $700,000. We could reach $300,000, maybe around $250,000, $300,000 at this point. I'm not willing to say anything above that. My prediction is going to still stay at 150, but I think the possibility to 200,000 to 300,000 is much higher now because BlackRock's ETF, Bitcoin ETF, has flipped gold. That means more ETF people have money in Bitcoin at BlackRock than gold. BlackRock sees that, so they're going to want some of that Bitcoin. And I think that just goes to show, even if it doesn't happen in this bull run, how big Bitcoin's growth could be in the future. I think the maximum for Bitcoin is 5, 6, 700,000 or more. May not happen in this bull run, but just the fact that like you have an ETF that's bigger than gold funds ETF is a big deal. So that's why we might be underestimating this particular bull run. Just the massive amount of money that's already in the IBIT ETF, the other ETFs coming in. And also like the fact that there's $9.3 billion already within a few days of the election of people wanting to buy some Bitcoin. Maybe they want to buy it as a hedge. Maybe they're just wanting to make money. Hopefully more people are wanting to buy it as a hedge because that's more longer lasting. Whereas like if a lot of people just want to buy it for making money, we might get to like 120, 130,000 and then dump straight back down when people take profits. So the fact that like there's so much money there, and the fact that BlackRock's like IBIT ETF has surpassed their gold ETF or their gold fund is very, very bullish, and we could really be underestimating even at $150,000. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.